Welcome back to Urban Outlook. We are talking about Blacks in Technology. It is an organization that focuses on Black people in technology in the industry and making sure that there are opportunities are available for folks who are interested in those careers. Joining me again, Holly Rachel and Lena Winfree. They are both co-founders of Rachel and Winfree Consulting, but also president and vice president of a fairly new chapter of Blacks in Technology here in Nashville. Welcome back, ladies.
Hello.
Before we took a commercial break, you talked about visibility, that you're here, that you're showing, you're shining examples of the role that you all play, not only in the field, but the opportunities that are available for African Americans, other minorities, and especially women. Talk a little bit about Rachel and Winfree Consulting and what you all do.
Okay, so Rachel and Winfree Consulting came about based on the need for people to understand data and what they can do with the data. We contracted out with several different companies, and we realized there is a gap when it comes to people having the knowledge of what to do with data. We do believe that data is like the new oil, or lots of people do, but we believe it's the new oil. We believe it's a new soil and it must be cultivated in order for it to be gold or oil, if you will, So we are actually work towards that. We're working with small businesses and small business owners because unfortunately they really just don't have the data analytics that say Google does. But we wanted to work, with that demographic. And we found from that demographic that there were very few of us, as in Black minority talent or Black people, with that type of technology knowledge. And so we decided, hey, let's be more visible. We decided to go into different fields and talk about what it is that we do and present and go through different areas to be more visible and say, hey, we're here, we can do this as well. And kind of try to promote more Black businesses as well, being more data, relevant, if you will.
And Holly, talk about the backgrounds that you all have, what you bring to the table, so that maybe as people are considering, like you said, even a career change or considering making this a career, what does it take? What kinds of backgrounds do you look for, and backgrounds that work and thrive in the tech industry?
I wouldn't say that either Lena or I came through to tech in the traditional way. Both of us are originally from STEM, from academia, and so we did a lot of academic research. I was a forensic scientist with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation for about 3 to 4 years. At the end of the day, all that is technology. All of our academic research, we're using technology to do that. And so we kind of realized, hey, as Lena was working and dealing with data on an everyday basis, then that's when, the idea came about that, there's a lot of data out here. The small and mid-sized businesses have data. They don't always know they have it, and they certainly don't know what to do with it. And so that's how we kind of came into the data analytics space. But at this point in 2021, pretty much every industry is using technology.
Yep.
So no matter where you're at now, there's a way to, transfer those skills that you've been using into a technology role. So I don't think really that anyone has to, it's not about going and getting a master's in IT or getting, a PhD in data science. There are skills that you have right now that can be used in a technology role because more than likely you're already using technology as it is.
In fact, I was reading people who may have lost their jobs because of the pandemic, right? Or they wanted to change careers because of the way the pandemic was impacting this country, have transitioned, some of them have transitioned in technology jobs. Have you found that here to be the case here in the Middle Tennessee area?
We find that that's something that everybody's trying to push towards. I'm going to be honest, I feel like we as Black people were affected the most.
Yes.
In terms of this pandemic, we lost jobs first. Yeah. And I also feel like we switched over to working 3 and 4 jobs, jobs that don't really pay that much. And what we've been trying to do is work with some local organizations, some clinics, free clinics, etc., to try to find a way to normalize that or make it better for these individuals who lost their jobs and now need to switch over into technology. So we're working on that as well. There's some things coming in the pipeline for that. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about that soon.
So as Blacks in Technology sort of gets in the trenches, starts really rolling up its sleeves, it's a fairly new organization, so not saying that you're not already doing that, because I'm sure both of you are running fast to get this group up and running. What does the future look like? What things are you trying to do? Who are you connecting with? Even what schools might you be connecting with to sort of spread the word of the opportunities here?
So I think that, for us, we definitely want to connect with our local universities, high schools, to try to support the programs that are in place and come up with some new initiatives as well, that can kind of help push this initiative forward. Also, we've been working with, like Lena was saying, local companies. As you know, we've partnered with Amazon for this year to start doing some different programming for our members that could help, increase in visibility, help them become more open to opportunities and get them in front of those opportunities. When we talk about a pipeline, there's so many different entry points that have to be there for the pipeline to really work. You've got to get, your students, in middle school and high school. You've got to get your students in college. You got to get people who are in other industries. You got to get people who, are possibly retired and want to come back to the workforce. There's a lot of different avenues that we need to be utilizing in order to really make this pipeline effective. And so for Lena and I, that's really our main focus is, how can we, join hands with the local organizations in Middle Tennessee to bring more opportunities to get into technology to the Black community?
And congrats on that Amazon partnership. I did read about that. And I wonder also, do those kinds of sponsorships, those companies that are supporting your efforts, does that really make a difference when people look at the opportunities here?
Absolutely. Just the partnership alone with Amazon allows people to come and really talk to the individuals who are hiring. It gives us the opportunity to get in front of hiring managers and people who actually do the selective process. It frees us up to be able to do more initiatives that we find that in our community we need, instead of them putting initiative out there without our, suggestions. It also, and BRT's been around for a little while. They have a lot of sponsorship within the global organization. So we're able to promote these opportunities every day. There's something happening with Black in Technology, the Global Foundation, every day. And we can actually say, hey, try to come and get this internship. Hey, there's a job fair here. We're able to actually promote ways for people to come in and get into technology or actually advance in technology as well.
And is there also a way to kind of pinpoint, and this may not be the right question, but you'll probably get where I'm going here. How many jobs are available? How many openings are there, technology openings are there in this marketplace where people could be, if they had that experience, if they knew how to, of the availability or the power behind the tech industry, that they could get into those jobs?
So, the tech workforce in Middle Tennessee has grown really exponentially. It's like, from 2015 to 2019, the growth was like 36%, and then projected to 2025, they're saying that the growth will be 19%, which is higher than the national average. So, I mean, there's thousands of jobs that are, coming available as more companies come into Nashville. They bring jobs. As, companies scale and grow in Nashville, they bring jobs. So, the opportunities are certainly out there. Again, this is in every industry. It's in hospitality, it's in healthcare, it's in entertainment. So plenty of opportunities have been becoming open in Nashville as we experience all of this growth and kind of this whole push for more tech companies and more tech talent.
Certainly a city that's taking off. All right, so if people want to know more about Blacks in Technology, the Nashville chapter, what should they do? How do they get in touch? Where should they go?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, so you can go to bit.org, bitnash.org. That is where we post pretty much all the things that are going on. This is our website, and then also the national website. It is there for you. You can join our Facebook page. You can join our networking. We're in everything social media wise. I think the best place for them to get on and be a part of it is our Instagram page and LinkedIn. That's what it is, LinkedIn. We have a meetup as well. All of these things are available to you. And if you need any more information, you can get it at the website.
And are you finding that the numbers of members in the chapter, I don't know if there are dues involved. I think I read somewhere that it may be free to be a member of Blacks in Technology, but correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're correct. It is free to become a member of any of the chapters. Actually, it's free to become a member. And so they can become a member at the global website, which is foundation.blacksintechnology.net. And then also, as Lena was saying, following our LinkedIn or following our meetup group is a great way to find out about the local events that we have. But yes, membership is free because the whole point is removing barriers to tech. We're not going to make it super expensive for anybody to join because we want as many people to join as possible to take advantage of this kind of, booming industry.
Yeah.
So everyone is welcome. Yeah.
Holly, Rachel, Lena Winfree, thank you so much. Thank you for being shining examples, and thank you for sharing more about Blacks in Technology. We appreciate you being here, and I will see you again next time.